Hello guys, welcome to my first video on AWS. Today we are going to do an activity together. It is called Troubleshoot Create Instance Activity. It's already open. So it's all about troubleshooting the creation of an EC2 instance. So activity overview. In this activity, you use the AWS command line interface to launch EC2 instances. When you create the instance, you will reference a user data script to configure the instance to have an Apache web server, a MariaDB relational database, which is a fork of the MySQL relational database, and PHP running on the instance. Together these software packages installed on a single machine are often referred to as a LAMP stack. Linux, the L in Linux, the A in Apache web server, the M in MySQL, and the P in PHP. So using a LAMP stack is a common way to create a website with a database backend on a single machine. The same user data file will deploy website files and run database configuration script on the instance. The result will be an instance that hosts the Café Web Application. The following diagram shows the architecture that you will create in this activity. So in this diagram, in case you don't know what each grid means, I'll explain it in a simple form. So AWS Cloud in a physical world is refers to as the infrastructure. Or let's say the data center. Let's say data center. Virtual private cloud. It could be virtual private cloud could be your server racks. Public subnet, the address. So let me change the example. AWS Cloud. Let's say the city you are in, VPC, the area you are in, public subnet, the estate you are located in, security group, the estate security guards, and EC2 instances, your apartment. So in your apartment you have your hall, your rooms, whatever you want in there. and then you have the fridge. So when a guest comes to you, first you give them the location, and if the estate guards allow people to enter, then they'll be able to enter. If not, they'll stay outside or they'll be sent back. So when they come to your house, you serve them something. Where you are going to serve them something is the database. So it could store your water, food, beverages. Yeah. Objectives. After completing this activity, you should be able to do the following. Launch an EC2 instance by using the AWS CLI. Troubleshoot AWS CLI commands and Amazon EC2 service settings by using basic troubleshooting tips and the open source nmap utility. Duration. This activity will require approximately 45 minutes to complete. We've already started the lab 18 minutes ago. I did the first recording and I mistakenly stopped it. Accessing the AWS management console, at the top of this instruction, choose Start Lab. I've already started it. To launch your lab, the Start Lab panel opens, display the lab status. I've already done that. Wait until the message lab status ready appears and then close. Choose X to close the Start Lab panel. I've done that. Next, to Start Lab, choose AWS to open the AWS management console on a new browser tab. The system automatically signs you in. It's already open, but I can do it again for confirmation sake. Let me close this one. So when you click it the second time, it logs you out of the first one. Okay, if a new tab does not open, a banner icon at the top of your browser will indicate that your browser is pop up. Arrange the AWS manual console so that it appears alongside these instructions. Okay, do not change the lab region unless specifically instructed to do so. Task 1. Connecting to the CLI host instance. In this task, you use EC2 instance connect to the CLI host EC2 instance that was created when the lab was provisioned. You will use this instance to run CLI commands. On the AWS management console, in the search bar, enter and choose EC2 to open Amazon EC2 management console. In the navigation pane, choose instances from the list of instances. Select CLI host instance. Above the list of instances, choose connect. On the EC2 instance tab, choose connect. I think it's a repetition. Not if you prefer to use an SSL client to connect, there is to see the guidance. So basically, we are supposed to choose to connect to the CLI host instance in EC2. Here we already have a menu and an option to choose, but let's follow step by step. EC2. Click on this. You could go directly by clicking on instances, but let's follow instructions. Navigation pan instances. You could also choose this option, but okay, CLI host. You click to select. It says connect. Then we choose EC2 instance connect. Then we connect the username is EC2 user. Congratulations. Now you are able to connect to an EC2 instance. Now let's go back to task 2. Task 2 say configure the AWS CLI. In this task, you configure the AWS CLI by providing the configuration parameters that were made available to you when the lab was provisioned. After configuration, you run CLI commands to interact with AWS services. Note: Amazon Linux, Amazon machine images, or AMIs already have the AWS CLI pre-installed. So when you choose an Amazon AMI, it comes with the CLI, so you don't have to install anything again. Now, point 10 says to set up the AWS CLI profile with credential, run the following command: AWS configure. Let's go AWS configure. Yes. What is it asking? It's asking for access key. Now to say, when prompted to enter the following information, AWS access key at the top of this instruction, choose details and then choose show. Copy the values. So access key is this one. You copy, secret key, we copy, paste. Okay, default region, copy the lab region value from the lab instructions. EC2 now output format, it says JSON. Yes, well done. Now we are done with task 2, which is to configure the AWS CLI. Now on to task 3. This is where things get serious. Task 3, creating an EC2 instance by using the AWS CLI. In this task, you observe and run a shell script which was provided to you to create an EC2 lamps instance by using AWS CLI commands. The script intentionally contains issue, which is the purpose of this lab activity, to resolve them. Okay, let's continue. Your challenge is to find the issues and resolve them. As you resolve each issue, you can run the script again to check that the issue was resolved. Now, okay, let's go. Task 3.1. Observe the script details. First, create a backup of the script that you will edit in a later step. 12. To change to the directory where the script file exists and create a backup for it, run the following command. You cd in sysops activity file status and then copy the version 2 file. So copy that file and rename it to create lamp instance backup. So cd sysops status. Okay. Let's see the contents in here. So we have create lamp instance user data version 2 text and create lamp instance version 2 shell file. Let's see what was in the previous directory. Okay, we have setup. Alright, now it says copy the shell file to create, let's see, lamp instance dot backup. Great. Now let's see if it was did created. Super. Yeah, as you can see, our new file is this. Let's continue. It is a good practice to back up files before you modify them. 13. Open the create lamps instance script file in the command line text such as version 1. So they say we should open this the text editor. Hey, it's not version 1, it's Vim. I have issue with Vim. I don't know how to use the command, so we are going to use nano. So it says view to open the file in read only. I think there was a mistake. Let's try it so that we will see what's going on. To open the file in a read only mode in the V editor, use the following. So view date so get VPC ID, use this command. AWS EC2 describe region, get region names, VPC This is the place to get subnet ID. Now key pair name used key pair name Charlie. So this command AWS EC2 describe key pairs, the profile, which was our profile. Okay, profile is default. Was it updated? I don't think so. So this is okay. Great. Now we've analyzed the contents. If you are using V, you can display the line numbers by tapping set. We've already existed. So the descriptions of each line. It says a script creates new security group, but let's skip that. 16. To display the content of the user data script, run the following cat. We use the cat command. So it installs, it updates the server, the OS, installs MariaDB PHP, and installs MariaDB server, enables HTTP, save the default to the index. And it CDs in the database, sets root password, creates database. Okay. Now let's try to run task 3.2. Try to run the script. Now that you have an idea what the shell script is designed to do, try to run it. Let's try to run it. So creating at 7 instance type T3 small profile default. Okay, what was the error? Invalid AMI ID not found when calling one instance. So the image was the issue. Now, 3.3 troubleshoot issues. Issue number 1. The terminal output displays the following message: an error occurred, invalid AMI ID not found when calling the run instances operation, the image ID does not exist. I've showed it to you. This is it. This is the error. Now, tips to help you resolve issue number 1. Locate the line in the script that led to this error. Does anything look incorrect in the script? Was the correct region value used for the run instances? So this is where the hint is at. It's telling us to look at the region. After we identify the issue, update the script to fix the issue and run the script again. If you are prompted to delete any existing security groups or instances that were created when the script ran previously, always reply with why. Is this error resolved? After you fix the issue, the run instances command succeeds and a public IPv4 address is assigned to the new instance. Okay, let's try with Vim. Apache. We are going to where it says create instances. This is this instance details after it has been created. Yeah, this is create instances command. It's a region. Yeah. As you can see, region was hard-coded. It's not using a value. So let's replace it with the value region and try. Wow. Let's run it again. Let's pray this time it works. So it's prompting us if we would like to delete it. Say yes. I think it's going to ask us many times. Okay. Waiting for public IP. Super fantastically well done. Try to connect. Let me show you something. Let's refresh. Now we should see another instance being created. Yeah, the Café server instance. Let's access it. copy, go to, yeah, fantastically superstitious. It is loading, finger crossed. I think there's an error here too. It says try to connect to the web page in a browser, navigate, replace, whatever. The attempt fails. We need to resolve issue number 2. Now, issue number 2. The run instances command succeeded and a public IP address was assigned to the new instance. However, you cannot load the web page. 18 says connect to the new LAMP instance by using EC2 instance connect, which is what we use to connect to the CLI host instance. Tips to help you resolve issue number 2. The web server runs on TCP port 80. So we have to check if the port is open. One second. Okay, where were we? Yeah, you have to check if the port is open. So, can you verify that the web server service is running? The HTTP, the web server service name is HTTPD. In the terminal window for the CLI host instance, run the following command to install nmap, which is a port scanning tool. So sudo yam install -y nmap. Then we try to run the following command to scan the port of the IP. First, let me connect to this to open a new. It says sudo yam install -y nmap. Let me copy the IP of our brother here. Now it says nmap and what -p, capital P, lower, and then we paste the IP. Scanning. Okay, good. Port 222 is open. Okay, which is the SSH port. Port 80 HTTP is not open, it's closed. So we have to edit the CLI commands and open the port. Now, they said test whether the user did the script run. So after you identify and resolve the issue in a browser, navigate to the following address. We've identified the issue, now let's resolve it. Sudo what is V Okay. It's not here. It's not here. Yeah, it's this one. Let's go to here. Opening port 80. We open port 8080 was open. We don't need 8080. We need first. Let's try if 8080 is working. TCP. Yeah, I think we are done. Let's save. Let's run the script again. Just us to first. Let me exit this guy. Would you like to delete it? Yes. It's deleting. So shutting down. It's currently running. Now it's shutting down. Our previous IP was 54. Let's copy it. Now let's refresh. Terminated. This is our new IP. Okay, let's run nmap. sorry, we use the old IP. Let's copy the new one. I think this we didn't configure the script too. Yes, well done. Hello from your web server. What did we see here? Say go to cafe. So nmap scan, it says 222 open, 80 open. Now what does it say? Test whether user script data run. Okay, after we for the release, if you resolve the issue, you should see the following page. Yeah, we've seen it. Now check log files. Let's check log files. So in the terminal window for the LAMP instance, let's open the LAMP instance. Let's connect to it. Okay, let's run. Please check create database log. Ok, c'est bon. C'est bon, c'est fini. Cool. Now, I'm trying to user data file. I want to check the, how do I call it? Information. So what did we see D into? Let's check the contents. So it says let's check what create let's check. It is var log set root. Do we have set root password? We have cloud init output log. Okay. Want to check. Let's see if we can go to. Yes, database. We want to we need yeah create log database. Now we need ch MySQL root. Okay, see, so this is a password. MySQL user root password restart. Okay, before that, let's continue. Let's verify functionality of the website. Verify that the website is deployed. In the browser, navigate. If so, you access, we should see homepage, Café website. Yes, we've seen it. What next, Amingo? Okay, tell us whether you can order items through the website. Choose the menu link. Okay, we've let's access it. Menu. Croissant. Donut. I don't like donut. Chocolate. 2 muffin. I don't like sugary taste. This one looks to have less sugar. Yeah. Coffee 1, chocolate 1. I don't like sugar. Order successfully. Now let's go to order history. Great. Now let's connect to the database. Let's firstly remotely connect to it. MariaDB CLI host password is restart access denied. Oh, let's see. Don't worry, be happy. No. Let's ask ChatGPT. Please note, you should never do this in your production server. Do it at your own risk. Let's check the current authentication plugin. Anyway, the lab is done. The lab it says sudo my SQL. Yeah, the lab is done. We've done this. They say order for another food. Okay, let's do another order. Let's order for a lady. Ladies like sweets. A lot of. She will want. Yeah. Maybe one coffee for her relatives or friends. Yeah. Great. Let's go. This is our most recent. I'm trying to connect. Connecting. Accessing. let's stop trying to understand okay, let's stop the MariaDB instance. Let's check the status. Okay, server is down. Now let's open. I'm coming. Let me see. Okay. What the hell? Oh, this is such a pain in the ass. Password restart 9. Why? Let's open the terminal. Okay, I give up. Anyway, we were able to complete the lab successfully. Let's submit. I have noticed that the labs don't ask us to to submit, but we need to first submit before we end the lab. So let's submit. It is submitting. Let's wait for the create report. Okay. Now you see, now we can end the lab. Let's wait. Okay, yeah, we can forget about all these. Okay, that's it. Adios. Great. First attempt. These people.